as I moved back into the circle of light and picked up a tent stake from the pile. It's really beautiful tonight. You can't see any of these stars from Transangeles.
That's why I spend as little time as possible there,
Gramps said, his cracked and weathered face twisting into a scowl.
Well, it's one reason among many.
I fell silent for a moment, concentrating on stretching the tent's rainfly over it, then connecting its hooks to the stakes. I snuck another glance around at the high desert night, seeing the outline of a sandstone arch against the frosting of stars. It was so empty out here. We never see anyone else out here, I mused. Why don't more people spend time away from the cities? Gramps shot me a look, and I imagined it was the same look he'd given a recruit who'd asked a dumbass question back when he'd been in the Marine Corps of the old United States, over a century ago.
Because it's too damn expensive, boy, he said, as if I should know it. There aren't any roads out here anymore. Not since the big one.
The big one. That was what he called the Sino-Russian War.
And renting a hopper isn't cheap. Most people never leave the city their whole lives.
Our own hopper squatted silently about 50 meters away from the campsite, its ducted fans still and motionless. We didn't rent it, though. It was a company vehicle assigned to our family. But there are a lot of people who work for the corporate council. I tried again. Mom's friends are always taking shuttles up to the orbitals or visiting the Martian shipyards. Surely they could afford it.
Yeah, I suppose they could,
Gramps allowed with a shrug. His sour expression didn't change, though.
But most of them don't strike me as the outdoors type. Fact is, there are damn few people who have both the desire and the money to enjoy nature anymore.
His face softened a bit, with what I thought was nostalgia crossing over it.
Which is a damn shame, considering that we've finally started taking good care of it.
I'd heard that trip down memory lane before, and although I loved hearing Gramps talk about his time in the Marines, hearing him wax poetic about how we saved the polar bears and gorillas wasn't in my top 10 conversation topics. Do we have time to practice infiltration techniques? I asked him, trying not to sound too kid-eager. I was 18 now, after all. About to turn 19.
Tomorrow,
he promised.
Tonight, I want to get a fire going.
I fought back a sigh. Not just because we weren't going to be training tonight, but also because a fire meant he wanted to talk about serious, adult stuff. But we didn't get to camp out as often as we used to when I was younger, and I didn't want to ruin it by whining. So I went ahead and helped him make the fire with the wood we'd collected. It was a chilly night anyway. Early spring in western Utah could get pretty damn cold. I was dressed for it, but a fire would feel good.
Ty,
he said, as he sat down on one of the rocks we'd pulled up around the fire ring. He was the only one who called me Ty. My mom didn't like it, so everyone who worked for her, including my tutors and the teachers in the corporate school I attended, called me Tyler. Even my girlfriend did, which bothered me sometimes.
You're about to graduate from primary education,
Gramps went on, dark eyes regarding me with the look that he had when he was about to give advice.
You've got a decision to make.
You mean college, I said, hissing out a frustrated breath as I felt angry.